Welcome to Matthew's Mobility. As everyone knows, the best things in life all involve violent hip extension. Unfortunately, a lot of us also spend a lot of time sitting, and when we spend a lot of time in that position, that seated position about here, it gets pretty tight in those hip flexors. And so when we go to utilize that violent hip extension, a lot of us can't quite get to that end range of motion where we're going to get the most out of our hips. So to kind of loosen that up, stretch that out, I've got a 2-for-1 for you today. We're going to grab an ab mat, we're going to grab a wall. You can also use a couch, you can use a box, whatever you want to prop your foot up against. But what I'm wanting is I'm going to take my knee, I'm going to put it right flush with the wall, my foot straight up and down, and then I'm going to come to this runner's lunge. And down here I can really lean forward and open up that hip flexor right there and really sink into there and relax. After I spend some time there, then I can come up to the infamous couch stretch, which as mentioned before, you can do on a couch or against a couch when watching TV. And again, I'm going to really push into that hip flexor. I'm also going to get a nice stretch in that quad, which is going to feed some slack into the system and again, let me hit more of that hip extension. While I'm in this position, a lot of common faults I see with this stretch is people will lean forward, which will completely defeat the purpose of this stretch. I'm not getting nearly the same amount of stretch as if I'm in this good upright position. And the second fault is arching forward in that hyperextended back position. As always, we want to mobilize in the position that we want to end up in. So I want to keep that rib cage tucked down, and that's also going to get more of a stretch in that hip flexor. So go in there, get your hips nice and loosey-goosey, and enjoy some of your own violent hip extension.